Hello my beautiful star babes, thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. It is your girl Pyrite here, back with another video on the Divine Guru Within, and today I'm coming to you beautiful lovelies with a very special pick a card reading on what messages does Mother Gaia have for you right here at this very moment. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hello, welcome. I hope that you guys take a very special message away with you today, and if you feel intuitively led so, I would highly appreciate if you would give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel to let me know that you guys like this type of content and that it resonates with you. Now, before we get into this pick a card reading, I do just want to relay the message out that this is something that is very dear to me, something that I've been feeling very intuitively led to do. If you guys have been watching my previous videos, you could probably see the progression that I've been having towards the connection that I have with the divine Mother Earth, with the divine mother, as some may call her. And I just really feel intuitively led to spread the awareness that we are very conscious of what actions that we do here on Earth, and that we nurture Earth, and that we show gratitude to Mother Earth and be thankful for all that she does for not only ourselves, but for all of humanity. And I think that it's one thing to be aware of it and practice your gratitude on a spiritual level, but then there's also another way to practice your gratitude towards Mother Nature from a more proactive manner, such as being mindful of what actions that we take, being mindful of littering, being mindful of recycling, and even donating or helping volunteer for some sort of cause that's in favor of helping Mother Earth. So I really just want to get that message out to you beautiful lovelies. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on over into this card selection. Alright my love, so just like the rest of my pick a card readings, before you select a pile, I would like for you to close your eyes and take a few deep mindful breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. This will help relax you, help you to get into a meditative state so you can clearly listen to your intuition. Now, once you've taken your few deep mindful breaths, I would like for you to then ask yourself, what message does Mother Gaia have for me in this very moment? Now, once you've meditated on that question and you feel that you're ready to intuitively select a pile, I would like for you to open those beautiful eyes of yours, my love, and focus upon these piles of cards here. So we have pile number 1 with the Howlite, pile number 2 with the Pyrite, and pile number 3 with the green Aventurine. Again, that's pile number 1 with the Howlite, pile number 2 with the Pyrite, and pile number 3 with the green Aventurine. Of course, my beautiful lovelies, if you need more time to meditate, to intuitively select a pile, that is perfectly fine, my loves. Pause the video, continue your meditation, and then you can fast forward to the timestamps I have listed for each pile down in the description box down below. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop over into group number 1. Hello my loves, and welcome for you who chose pile number 1. Let's see what messages that Mother Gaia has for you at this very moment, alright? Okay, so we have focus, power, Ace of Swords, the Fool, okay, group number 1. Okay, so you guys first here got focus and power. So what I feel like that Mother Gaia really wants you guys to know is that it's important for you guys to really check in on yourself, to really see where your priorities are, to see what is it that you are truly passionate about and what it is that truly matters. Because I feel like that you guys may be putting a lot of energy towards something that's really not that important, and it's really just, I hate to say this, but like a waste of your energy. I feel like that Mother Gaia wants you to know that it's time for you to release this negativity, because all of these emotions that are coming up because of whatever it is that you're giving your attention to, it's really not helping you, it's not serving you, and it's not helping the greater good of us all. So what I'm really seeing here, especially with emotions are running high and a fiery climax approaches, I'm seeing that Mother Gaia is wanting you to really stop and evaluate your actions, maybe even your words, and really focus on what it is that you are really trying to do here. What point is it that you're really trying to get across? And then focus in on that point. You must know that just because you don't give a response, or if you, in this instance, if you don't take an action, doesn't mean that you've lost all power. You still are in control and you are still powerful. However, this is a time to where I feel like there's a need for you to really see where your priorities are and really shift your perspective, because here you guys do also have, it's a time to give rather than take. So I do feel like that there's some sort of imbalance in energies on what your priorities are and what you are actually putting your energy into, because we have to remember, wherever our attention is where the energy will flow. So moving to the tarot here, you guys have the Chariot, Ace of Swords, the Fool, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So a message that's coming out really, really strongly for me is, again, better times are ahead, but you have to stop letting people pressure you. You have to stop and control how you're being triggered and how easily you're being triggered by others and their actions and their opinions. I'm really getting the sense that you guys may be encompassing a lot of anger, or it may just be that you are feeling on the very defensive. You've been feeling very defensive lately. Like you've been really having to, like, stand up for yourself, stand your ground. You may feel like that people may not have your back. You may feel like that, you know, it's just your back against the wall and you have to fight for yourself because it may feel like that no one else will. However, that may be your perception of it, but the way that you're going about it is not healthy, and it's really draining your energy. It's not energizing you. The perspective that you will be most beneficial to take will be to look at things from, say, okay, if I'm going through this drama, if people are opposing to my opinions, because we don't all have to agree, you know, you can just say, oh, that's a new opinion, and say, I respect your opinion, and just say, hey, that's a new thought in my brain. We don't have to always argue with each other when we have different opinions. And we, for you specifically, group number one, I'm seeing it's important for you guys to really hone in on what it is that you want. You guys have focus and the Ace of Swords. So with both of those energies there, I really feel like that Mother Gaia is trying to let you know that there's going to be a very strong energetic shift for you in particular in your mindset and in your perception that's really going to change how you view power. That's really going to change how you view yourself and your status with where you are, because I'm really feeling like there may be a lot of ego that's really playing into your I don't even want to say actions. I feel like it's your reactions, you know, or how you may be responding. And that's what's really draining your energy at the moment. It's time for you to really let go of the negativity and look at things from a very, I would say, childlike perspective. You know, not childlike in the sense of that, oh, you're immature, but childlike from the sense of, you know, I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to take this leap of faith. And it's okay if I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I'm not going to let other people's opinions about me taking this leap of faith contribute to what I initially want to do. Because I feel like that the issue is that maybe you are in an environment that's not supporting you, that's not supporting your dreams, and that's not supporting what you feel intuitively led to do. So it's like you're in this field of like, you know, positive and negative, where it's like you're in the center and everyone else around you is just really being like energy vampires in a sense. It's like I'm getting the sense that your environment may be one of envy as well. But what I'm also seeing is another important message for you is that it's important for you to really pay attention to these intuitive nudges. Pay attention to these sparks of creativity that comes to you out of nowhere. And anytime when you get an idea, you don't have to always second guess yourself. You are good enough. You are wise enough. You have the capability of knowing what's right for your own soul. And I feel like that it's important for you to realize that and realize the power that you do have. Even though you don't know, it may not be ahead of you, group number one, with this full energy here, that's okay. We don't have to know what's expected. We don't have to know what's going to happen in the future. What matters is that no matter what obstacle that you guys may face, you are always going to overcome it. You're going to have this triumph of success with this Chariot energy here. All right, because another thing that's really coming through for you, group number one, is that you are a very much so influenced by people who, there's some people who have good intentions, but you need to be mindful. I'm getting a really strong nudge. There may be some people who may be envious, and that's the reason why they're stirring up this drama, this Eight of Swords energy that you may be feeling. They're bringing in a lot of confusion, okay? Because like I said, some people have good intentions. Like I said, most of the time, when our parents don't agree with whatever decision that we have, they're not coming from a hateful place, majority of the time. It's coming from a loving place and wanting to protect you, from any harm, any pain, any failures that you may encounter. But it's very important for you to realize that if this is what you feel intuitively led to do, then you need to really put your energy towards it. Put your energy towards your goal, not towards this this drama, this chaos, this confusion that others may be putting into your head. And you may need to actually verbally, let people know if it becomes too overwhelming, because especially here with a fiery climax and emotions are running high, I'm really, really, really feeling like that there could be some sort of drama, or maybe experiencing a lot of drama, or that you may have been quiet this entire time and just absorbing everything, which really pushed you into this Eight of Swords energy. But you may get to where like they're about to push you off the cliff, and you're just about to boil over. Like you're tired, you're fed up, and you're like, I can't take this anymore. I'm not gonna listen to you guys anymore. You guys are not helping me. Like there may be some sort of explosive, hot reaction that comes out from, all of these opinions that may be coming from other people. But it's important for you to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, why are these people triggering me? Or why are people's opinions really, causing this confusion to my head? Is this also limiting beliefs that I may be holding within myself, within my own subconscious mind I'm not aware of? I see that it would be very beneficial for you, group number one, to really just hone in on what it is that you want to achieve and overcome anything that's triggering, overcome anything that's fearful, overcome anything that really kind of sparks your emotions in a not so beneficial way. All right, so group number one, last thing that I do want to say is that make sure that your intentions are pure. For whatever it is your goal is that you're trying to achieve, it's important for you to remember why you started it or why you got that idea in the first place. I feel like there may be someone or something that may be influencing you to look at things from a perspective of greed, is what I'm really feeling, or a perspective of status, a perspective of I'm wanting to be better than, or rank myself higher than, or maybe wanting to be very, I guess flashy is the word that I can say. It's basically, I'm getting the energy that make sure that you're doing this from a place of love and for the greatest and highest good of not only just yourself, but of the highest and greatest good of all. Because that's when true manifestations really come into play, is whenever it's for receiving a manifestation for the benefit of the highest good of us all. So just keep that in mind, group number one. All right, group number one, that is all that I have for your messages that Mother Gaia would like for you to hear right now. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, beautiful lovelies, keep faith and keep going. Bye, guys. Hello and welcome, my loves, who chose pile number 2 with the Pyrite stone. So let's see what messages Mother Gaia has for you at this very moment. Okay, so you guys have Dark Moon, the Void. Ooh, you also have the Unexpected, Resilience. Oh, okay. So you guys got the Void and the Hermit. Wow. Okay, so you guys still have bringing in some full moon and Virgo energy. You guys have the full moon and Virgo card. You are good enough. So what I'm really feeling is that you guys may be in a time to where there's a time for you to really do some introspection, especially here with the Void and the Hermit. These are the energies of really tapping into yourself and figuring out what it is that's truly you, being honest with yourself about anything that you're questioning or anything that you feel uneasy about from a spiritual, intellectual, or intuitive level. Now, what I am seeing here with you guys having the unexpected and resilience, I also feel like that something is coming your way that's really it's really going to really test you in a sense. I feel like that something is going to really test how strong you are, or how strong your faith is, or how bad do you really want something in a sense. That's what I'm really feeling. It's like this curveball is going to come to you at a time to where you're going to feel like it's not the best time. But with the Two of Cups here, along with the Four of Cups, what I'm really seeing here with this is that there's a need for a union. I'm seeing there's also a need for balance. You guys may need to have more balance between your mental state and your emotions, your feelings, because something may be really pulling at you on one of those levels. I'm really feeling like it's your heart center, to where you usually are typically led by your heart, but I feel like there's a need for you to really balance out your thoughts with your emotions. Okay, now specifically with this Four of Cups, I do feel like that this unexpected news is going to come in, and it's going to bring about a sense of stillness. It's going to bring about a sense of like a plateau, of like pause, and it's really going to, again, it's going to encourage you to get into this Hermit energy, to you to really talk to yourself and really learn yourself and be honest with yourself with how you feel, because this unexpected moment is going to be something that's really going to really test you and see how bad do you really want this, how bad are you, how far are you willing to go, and how much effort are you willing to put into the actions to take to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve. Because what I'm also seeing here, you guys have resilience. So I am seeing here that, again, it's like you're being tested, group number 2. It's like you're going to go through a test, or you may be even feeling these energies right now, group number 2, and you're going to be going through a test to see exactly what is it that you may want, or how bad do you want that whatever you say that you want, Can you back your words up with action? And I'm seeing here that there may be a lot of, again, battle between your mind and your heart. You guys have the Sun of Cups and you have the Five of Swords. So the Sun of Cups in your traditional tarot deck, that would transfer into the Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. So with this energy, this is the energy of really proactively acting with your heart. That's why I feel like that you guys are really listening to your feelings, and you may not be looking at things from a logical standpoint. You may be in your feelings of, I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy enough, or how can I do this if this is happening? And then it's like, boom, something unexpected happens to where it tests you. It tests to see, are you going to go further down this rabbit hole of feeling unworthy, feeling like you're not good enough, and feeling like you're not deserving, and feeling like that, oh my goodness, all is lost now, there's no way I can absolutely do this. But what I'm seeing is that it's important for you to know that this is all from your mind. You may be feeling like that, oh, this is how I feel, this is coming from my heart, but it's not. This is actually stemming from this Five of Swords energy to where you're feeling like it's just a bunch of chaos within your mind. All these negative self-talks that you're doing, this is not your physical reality. This is not the reality of you. This is not who you are. Everything that you're thinking about yourself and about the situation, thinking that all is lost, that there's no hope. No, there is hope. There is hope, but you have to trust and believe that you can achieve what it is that you want to, only if you truly want it bad enough. And that's why I feel like this is going to be a time to where you may be really, really tested, group number 2. Okay, it's really going to shine a light on some things, especially here with adjustments are needed. I feel like that whenever this unexpected news happen or this unexpected things happen, that again, it's going to really kind of force you to get into this hermit energy, to really question yourself and your actions and ask yourself, why am I wanting to achieve this? Why am I wanting to obtain this? Why am I feeling this way about myself? And it's going to really see that some things need to be changed. And I feel very strongly that it's going to be your actual thoughts about yourself that's going to transpire into how you feel about yourself on an emotional level, because I'm sensing that there's a need for you guys to really, again, have balance between your heart and your thoughts. There's an imbalance, okay? It's like, honestly, what I'm feeling like now is that there may be a roller coaster. One minute you may be feeling like you're truly led by your emotions, and then it's like if something minor happens that doesn't go your way, kind of like this Four of Cups energy, then it's like, well, now you're in this super far end of, well, it's never going to happen, or I'm not good enough. But you are good enough. You are good enough. Mother Gaia is saying so herself. It's just important for you to see, is this what you really want, and how much are you willing to work for it, okay? You guys have hold your vision. So again, I do feel like that whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest, whatever it is that you're in the process of obtaining at this moment, I do feel like that it is something that you do want, but you have to have resilience. You have to have perseverance, because like I said, this unexpected is going to be a test. It is really going to test you, and it may feel like this is like the breaking point of you, but it's not. This is literally like the storm that's happening before it gets better, before the blue skies, You're really transcending out of this energy as long as you keep your focus on what it is that you're trying to manifest, and also change your perception, change your thoughts, change how you feel and view yourself, all right? And the last card you guys have here is show the world the real you. Okay, so that may be an adjustment that you see as you're doing your introspection work. Of course, you know your soul better than anyone, better than me, better than any other, influencer that you may speak to or psychic you may speak to. And it's important for you to really tap into what you feel intuitively led to do, what direction you feel to do whenever you're in this hermit energy work. However, based off of the energies here from this card, it is suggesting that you guys may actually discover that the reason why you are feeling like as soon as something doesn't happen your way, or as soon as some plateau happens, some unexpected thing happens, that boom, like it's not going to happen, or I'm not good enough, may be because you're not being your true authentic self throughout this process. And this unexpected situation is really going to illuminate that feeling for you. It's really going to illuminate that honest truth to yourself, to you, and it's really going to help you make the adjustment to be your true authentic self, for you to live in your truth and be you unapologetically. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to portray as somebody else. You don't have to act like, I feel like that some of you may feel like that you have to be or portray yourself to be the very best at something in order to look like you're good at it. Your honesty is honestly going to be your proof of authenticity to others, because you may be in some sort of goal that you're trying to reach, to where it's for maybe like personal development of others. And I'm seeing that maybe through that work, you guys could possibly even be like, you guys could be spiritual workers, you guys could be healers. And it's really like the work that you were doing for others is really kind of illuminating and bringing up questions in you. And you know, and bringing in, ooh, group number two. Group number two. Your fountain of wishes is yours. But this thing needs to happen to test your dedication, to test your will, and to also test your resilience. Wow. This is for your greater good. Group number two, this is not happening to you. This is happening for you. This is going to excel you. Oh my goodness. Message that I'm really getting right now. Like I said, I feel like if you chose pile 2, there's a great percentage of you who may be light workers, who may be healers, who may be spiritual influencers, or just people who are like, you carry this love and light energy with you. And you may not be completely aware of it. But for most of you, I feel like that you are aware of it. And I feel like that's part of your gifts and talents, your natural spiritual gifts that you are using to achieve this goal that you were trying to achieve. But what it's really doing is it's showing you, hey, this is the last piece of the puzzle in order for you to progress to where it is that you want to be, to progress to the person that you really, truly want to get to. However, this may make you really question what your vision of perfection is. This may really alter your perception on what you once thought was the tell-all, be-all way to show your authenticity. But it's not. Especially if you're in the spiritual field, you know, maybe you're even a tarot reader, you know, maybe you do astrology, maybe you perform numerology reports, okay, natal chart readings, however this resonates with you, okay? It doesn't have to be anything mainstream. It could be something completely what I haven't stated. But what I'm seeing is that this is something that you are going to become very awakened. This is going to really propel you and propel your journey. This is going to be a very eye-opening experience for you, group number 2, without a doubt. Whoa. Whoa. And again, I keep looking back at this 2 of Cups here. I do strongly feel like that something that you once thought was, I don't want to say not right, but was, I guess you say invalid, is then going to come to you again. There's probably going to be some old thoughts come back into your head, some old ideas, some old things that may have ran through your mind, but you kind of just, you know, swept it off, didn't really think about it again after that came across your mind. I'm saying that's going to come back into light. Because the 2 of Cups well, 2 is the number of union, first of all. So I do feel like there's going to be the union of opposing ideas coming together for a greater cause, for a greater lasting effect. So I do strongly feel like that you are going to have this sense of knowing, this sense of empowerment, and this sense of wisdom that's going to come out of this. This is going to be a very beautiful time for you, okay? Not beautiful saying that it's going to be easy. Not beautiful saying that, you know, you're going to be smiling through the whole thing and everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows and cotton candy and unicorns. No. What I'm saying is that this is really going to propel you and propel your work, especially group number 2, if you are in the area of spiritual awareness, of raising the consciousness, or of just even giving back to humanity. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Wow. All right, group number 2, that is all that I have for your reading. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, beautiful lovelies, keep faith and keep going. Bye, guys. Hello and welcome my loves. I chose palette number 3 with the green Aventurine stone. So let's see what messages Mother Gaia has for you at this very moment, honey. Oh, you guys have change, fear, new beginnings, and surrender. Wow. That is some very powerful energy. Okay, let's see what the tarot is saying. Okay, group number 3. Whoa. Whoa, so many messages coming in at once. Okay, so let's just start off here with fear and change. So I definitely feel like that you guys are transitioning. You're transitioning from a state of change, or what I'm really feeling like is that you guys may be transitioning from trying to control change, and Mother Gaia is letting you know that it's time to surrender to the change. As you guys know, what I always say, it's so much better to go with the grain than against the grain. And this exactly is like the message that's really coming out. Because I feel like that there's a lot of change that may have happened to you recently. You may be still feeling the effects of it. And I'm feeling like that invoked a lot of fear within you. I feel like that you may have been fearing the change because it was something that is going to bring about the unexpected. You're not know what's going to come out of it. But it's not always important for us to know what's going to come out of a situation. That's the beauty of unexpected change. Change is inevitable. You know, we can't always control, you know, what change comes into our lives, but we can control how we react to the change. And Mother Gaia is letting you know that it's time for you to surrender to this change. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it, because this is going to open a new door for you. You guys have new moon beginnings. So this is honestly going to open a new door for you that you may have not realized. This change is bringing about such a bigger blessing to you than you can imagine. This blessing is bringing in something way bigger that you may have could have ever wished for or asked for. And what I'm really seeing is that this change is a blessing in disguise. It may feel like it's hurting you now. You may feel like that you're being attacked, but you're not. This change is happening for you, not to you, as all change, as all instances, okay? Now, moving on here to the tarot, you guys have the 6 of Cups and the Father of Pentacles. So what I'm really seeing here in group number 3, a message is really coming through strong, is that it's important for you to really, it's important for you to really look at things from a different perspective. It's important for you to know that if you are wanting this abundance that you guys have here with this 9 of Pentacles, okay, very abundant, very prosperous energy around you. I'm saying that if you're wanting to attract more of that energy around you, again, you have to surrender to the change. What's very interesting about you guys is that you guys have a lot of Pentacles energy, and Pentacles energy is associated with the element of Earth. So I feel that you guys may also be very connected to Earth, especially with new moon beginnings. I feel that you guys may have a very strong connection to Mother Gaia that you may not be aware of, or that you actually are aware of. Because a message that I'm really hearing is that whenever you're having trouble surrendering to this change, and when fear begins to fill up your head, that it's important for you to ground yourself in me, is what Mother Gaia is saying. Continue to ground yourself in me. If you haven't been seeking out grounding work, this will be a very beneficial time for you guys to start doing grounding work, to really, you know, not feel so caught up in the chaos of fear and the chaos of panicking. And, you know, through this change that's happening, ground yourself, become calm. And I'm also feeling peace as well. All right, I'm also feeling really strong sense of peace. I feel like you guys are really, I feel like money is a big deal to you guys, especially with the 9 of Pentacles. Or maybe another message that I'm really feeling is that you may be focused a lot on looking wealthy instead of actually being wealthy, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay, now what I'm also seeing here is that I'm seeing a lot of colors. I'm seeing a lot of rainbow colors. So what I'm really feeling is that during these dark times here, during this change and this fear, Mother Gaia is letting you know that during these dark times, you can rely on me, again, to ground yourself. Look at these beautiful colors, you guys. Look at the repeating of these very bright, vivid colors. Whenever you're feeling down and out and fearful and panicking, you can depend on me to bring about light into your life, to bring about the change you're wanting into your life, to bring about this burst of color. And this color to me is really representing hope. It's representing you being free to let go, okay? Because you guys do also have here, what do you need to release? And I feel very strongly that you need to release fear and release your control of what change is coming into your life. All right. I do also feel like that with this Magician card here, the Magician is the energy of stepping into your own power and working your own magic. And you know how you do this? You do this by not trying to alter the change, not trying to stop the change by going against the grain towards the change, but by controlling how you react to this change. Now, another thing I do also want to point out here is that the Magician card is associated with the astrological sign of Aries, which is a fire sign. So I do feel like that this is a time to where Mother Gaia is letting you know that this is a time for you to take action. This is a time for you to not be fearful, okay? You guys have confidence is the key to your success. Do not let fear hold you back, okay? You have to remember that if you stay in that vibration of fear, you are emitting that energy, and more of that's going to come back into your life. So if you want to have brighter lights, brighter energy, lighter energy come into your life, you need to believe in yourself. You need to be confident that everything is going to work out for your greatest good, okay? Now, another thing I do want to mention here about the Magician, something that just really came up into my head. The Magician is also associated with Mercury, okay? Something that's really coming to me is that, you know, we just ended the phase of the Mercury retrograde. However, we're still in the shadow period. I feel like that you still may be feeling these feelings. So I feel like that there may be a lot of signs in your natal chart that really pointed to you really feeling a really tough Mercury retrograde. I'm feeling like this fear and this change that you kept feeling, I feel like that you felt this during the Mercury retrograde, because I strongly feel like that, you know, Mercury retrograde isn't, the media will hype it up a lot more than what it actually is. You know, depending on your natal chart, depends on how it's actually going to affect you at that time that the Mercury retrograde occurs. So what I really feel like is that you guys' birth chart maybe have been in placements, okay? The planets may have been in alignment to where it's time to destroy these old foundations, to destroy these old thoughts, to destroy these old patterns that you may have been having, and it's pushing you into the unknown. And that's why it was, you know, manifesting a lot of fear into you, because you know, you're fearful of the unknown. You were fearful of, you know, what's going to happen. You keep asking yourself, you know, what can I expect? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? But what I'm really seeing here is that you need to release control of what's going to happen. You need to release the control of trying to control the change, okay? You have to be confident this is all going to work out in your best favor. Just surrender and let go, and let the universe handle the rest. Wow. I do very strongly feel that you guys have a strong connection to nature. I do feel like that you guys may benefit a lot from going out into nature, especially if you haven't tried it before. If you can, okay? I know everybody can't, especially with these times, but if you can, I would highly suggest stepping out into nature, really connecting with Mother Earth. I feel like Mother Earth has been really calling out to you. I feel like you've been really drawn to nature. I feel like you've been really drawn to the divine feminine as well. I feel like you may have been trying to suppress divine feminine energy, okay, which is like creative energy, loving energy, nurturing energy. You may have been pushing it away. And I'm seeing open arms. That's what I'm seeing. Open arms is like accept and surrender. Surrender to it and come. Come to me. That's the energy that I feel like Mother Gaia is really trying to relate to you. Because again, going back to money, okay? Not just the fact that you guys have a lot of Pentacles energy here in your reading, but what I'm really feeling here is that stability may be something that you guys are really trying to seek after. Or another message really coming through is that you guys may have really tried to manifest money, but maybe with impure intentions. Maybe you were trying to manifest from your ego, and Mother Earth wants you to know to manifest from your heart. Okay, because when you manifest from your heart, it feels effortless. It literally, it doesn't feel like it's being blocked. It doesn't feel like that it's so hard to achieve this, okay? And another thing I'm really seeing here that as confirming this message for you guys is that you guys have your dreams need a practical plan. So what's really coming to me with this card in particular is that you guys may be focusing on chasing money a little too much. Kind of going back what I was saying here with the Nine of Pentacles energy, that you guys may be focused a lot more on looking like money or looking wealthy rather than actually obtaining it and using it for the greatest and highest good of all, of how you can be of service after you obtain that, you know? So I really feel like that there's need to be some sort of change in your control. Like I feel like there's just so much that you actually just need to just let go. I feel like a lot of this fear is stemming from your reaction towards this change. You're trying to control and manipulate the outcome, and it's just causing more turmoil. It's just making the pot boil more and more and more, okay? It's not helping you. It's not beneficial to you. But definitely here, with your dreams need a practical plan, I strongly feel like that you may need to reevaluate your thoughts on money, or there's some sort of monetary goal that you have. Instead of chasing money, you know, if it's money that you're trying to get, focus on a goal, like an actual goal that you're trying to obtain that's going to be of service to us all, that's going to be of service to humanity. Because whenever you do things from your place of love, from your heart center, not expecting anything, that's when manifestations come in easily and effortlessly. That's when you're vibing high and you're a vibrational match for things like money and more abundance and prosperity and success, because you're doing what you love, okay? You may want to ask yourself, if money did not exist, what would I do with the rest of my life? What would I do? Don't be influenced by other people. Don't let any, I'm not feeling very strong envy. For some of you, I may feel like that. It may be a little bit envy that you may be feeling towards others who may have, a much more abundant material gain than you may have at the moment, which, I mean, it's fine, you guys. We all have these feelings, okay? A message I really want to get out is that spirituality isn't about being happy all the time, okay? We work through our low vibrational feelings that we are feeling. So if you are feeling any jealousy, or if you are feeling like you're in a mindset of lack, it's important for you to really work through those feelings and figure out why is it you're feeling that type of way. And for some of you, the answer may be very evident to you, and you may just be like, I don't care, I know that's the answer, I still want to achieve this. Well, guess what? That's your ego talking. And I would suggest, possibly doing some sort of meditation or just something connecting to Mother Earth, because I feel like that Mother Earth may have been really trying to reach out to you. You may have been ignoring the signs, ignoring the signals that Mother Gaia has been sending out to you. But it's time for you to not let your pride get in the way. Do not let your ego get in the way, and listen to these signs. Pay attention to these synchronicities. Pay attention to these signs that Mother Earth is sending you, because this is to help you become a better person. What's kind of interesting to me is that, throughout all of these piles here that I'm seeing now, is that there's a strong emphasis on old patterns being demolished, old toxic ways, any negativity, any fear, any low vibrational feelings and emotions are needing to be demolished and erased at this time. But what's important to know is that we don't, face our fears by just suppressing them. A strong message I really feel intuitively led to say is that whenever you are fearful, whenever you are panicking, we don't face our fears through coping mechanisms. Anything like, drugs, alcohol, just, major things like that. It's important for us to work through our feelings, work through those low vibrational feelings, not suppress them, and then just, glaze over them and say, okay, I moved on from it. Eventually, those are going to stem back up again. And if it stems back up over and over and over again, which some of you may have learned, you may have been going through a repeating lesson, especially during this Mercury retrograde, that it's time for you to finally overcome it. It's time for you to finally learn and grow from it. Please do not fight this change. Please do not fight this energy that's coming in, because it's going to bring very new, beautiful energy for you, for a new beginning, for a new journey, for a new path that's so much better than what you're hanging on to now. Like I said, I feel like you guys are really kind of focused on stability, so I feel like that you may be fearful of the change because right now things are comfortable. Right now things may be stable, Right now, you may be focusing on getting more money, chasing the bag, but you may not be grateful for things that you actually have around you at the moment, for the abundance that you do have. You may be, too busy comparing yourself to other people that you're not realizing how abundant you are, for all the blessings that God has blessed you. So I'm seeing that it's very important for you guys to really just let go. Let go of control. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm not saying that it's going to be very happy and jolly time, but it is something that's going to be of most benefit to you. That's all going to work out in the end. But you have to let go of the ego. You have to let your pride down, because once you surrender to this change, the fear is going to begin to diminish, because you're going to know your self-worth. Okay, magician energy. You're going to know your power. You're going to know how much power you actually have. How much power you have and how you react to this change, okay? And begin to really focus in on, what do I love to do? And make that your goal. Not chasing money your goal. Wow, group number 3, that is all that I have for your reading. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading, and as always, keep faith and keep going. Bye guys.